We're now on Twitch and on YouTube. Alright, now let me get everything going here. Okay, I made it. My head hurts. But I got some coffee and I took some medicine and we're gonna be okay, alright? I swear, as soon as I'm about to stream, my head started throbbing. So I made some coffee and stuff. We're gonna doodle today, darn it. Oh, darn it, we're gonna doodle it up, alright? Man, I just had you where I wanted you, Discord. Stop this madness. There we go. Alright, got that going. Let's see. Oh, we need that up there. Beautiful. Alright, what else do we need? Gotta get this ready to go. Perfect. Alright, ready to doodle. Panda, you first, Panda. How you doing today? Did you have a glorious doodly weekend? A doodle-filled weekend? We're not live on TikTok yet, but we about to be. Let me get this. You got a warm-up doodle idea for me, Panda, since you're first? What you got? Was it you that requested a door last time? We did do the door. I'm a doodler of honor. Look, here it is. This is what happened. It turned out kind of cute, actually, you know? We added a little mochi in there. Alright, hopefully Janae will join us today so we can finish this one. I was having fun with this one, but if not, we're gonna see who's up next. Alright, I guess we gotta go live on TikTok. Can't say Twitch anymore. Goodbye, fun words. Hello. Can't say nothing. Alright, let's do it. Yeah, I'm gonna count it down like an official lady. 3, 2, 1, boom. Oh, no, wait. That's not right. No. No. No, I have the wrong thingy on there. Can I change it from here? No. Okay, let me just do that real quick. Alright. I didn't think it would save the description on the phone compared to doing it on the phone. Because I used the software last time. It still says Resident Evil 4. That's though, right? Let's change that. Doodle time. Perfection. Alright, now we can go live. One more time. Let's do it. Alright, we are live everywhere. Now I can notify the doodlers. Boom. Perfect. Now we wait. How about Mochi wearing socks? Oh, Panda, you know anything with Mochi I'm down for. Alright, Panda, if you insist, I'll draw Mochi. Yeah, let me get my coffee. Alright. Hold on. Actually, it's a little toasty in the house. There we go. Ooh, yeah, my brain hurts. We gonna pray. We gonna hope and pray it gets better. Lady Q, what's up? Rucker, how you guys doing today in Purple Land? What's up? How's it feel to be over there? We're about to draw Mochi with some socks. How can we do that? I could never do the thing where you like put little shoes on them and then they walk all funny. Even though it is silly, I just feel bad doing that kind of thing, but it would be very silly. They're lucky I don't dress them up at all, because, ooh, I would. If they didn't hate it with a passion, I would dress them up. Every year, when it gets to be Halloween, I'm always like, this year I'm going to dress her up like a pumpkin. This year Mochi's going to be a pumpkin. She lies. I lie about living. Sam, what's up, Sam? How about doodlers doing? Did you guys have a good weekend? Did you guys doodle it up for me? I saw some of you guys doodled it up for me. We gonna see them doodles today. Austin, what's up, Austin? How you doing there on TikTok? You're the only one there right now. Practicing shapes? Like drawing like 3D shapes, that kind of thing? It's definitely good practice. I will say, as boring as like doing a still life is, it's just like you just put some random objects in a pile and draw it like as realistic as you can. As boring as that is, it is actually really good practice. I did that a lot in school. And if you make your own still life, it could be fun, you know? Oh no, got me stuck in an ad. Dude, the ads over here are incredible, y'all. I apologize. Just know I get absolutely nothing out of those ads, alright? Just remember that. If it tells you otherwise, it's lying. I don't get a penny. Painting. I saw them paintings, Sam. We gonna see them today, baby. I'm on my Heroes Season 3, Episode 20 now. Is it getting good? I done did doodle, but I forgot to submit it for tonight. That's okay, Rocker. If you post it today, we'll see it tomorrow. I don't think I'm that good. You don't think you're that good? Well, you're doing what you need to do to get better. The only way to get better is to just keep drawing. That's why I always recommend finding something you really enjoy drawing. Because that'll make you do it more, and then you'll get more practice. Even if you're like drawing a picture, but you're not like trying to make it really good, you're just doodling for fun. That on its own is practice, you know? The only reason I can draw like I do is because the only way I could alleviate my unbearable boredom as a child in school and all that was by drawing furiously. If it wasn't for that, I don't think I'm like naturally talented by any means. I think I just had constant practice growing up because I didn't know what else to do with myself. There are some people you can tell they're just like naturally like really, really talented just by nature. But I don't think I'm one of those people. I think I just, like I said, I just had a lot of practice. And luckily, a lot of my teachers let me draw in class. It actually helped me pay attention better. Welcome, Gummy. You're free of the ad. I done did a doodle, but forgot to. I done did a doodle. Doodle so many doodles, chat. Yes. I went to stream yesterday. My mouse broke. Your mouse, did it break on stream? Oh, Lord. Dude, I swear. If something like that's going to happen, it's going to happen on stream. Believe me, man. It's like it waits for that to happen. Alistair! What's up, Alistair? Terrible emotional strain. What's wrong? What happened? Alistair, one of these days, you're gonna have a great, relaxing life, alright? I'm waiting for the day when you're not perpetually stressed out, girl, because you always got it rough. My other account got taken down for a stupid. Oh, really? I've had a lot of doodlers tell me about that. TikTok is very litigious with things, so I'm not surprised. I'm honestly like, when I first started streaming, I got a lot of like, they're not called strikes, but it's like where I can't stream for 24 hours, one of those little punishment things. I got like 5 in the first like month of me streaming because it kept accusing me of doing stuff I wasn't doing. One time it thought I was drawing people without clothes on, which obviously I wasn't, right? That was actually the very first time I streamed. I streamed for a total of 2 minutes and then it took me off for 24 hours. And I was like, awesome. And then there was one where it thought I was selling something, which I wasn't. I was just talking about my tablet. Another one, it thought I wanted to go to the afterlife for some reason. And then another one was bullying. It was saying I was being a bully. So it doesn't pick on me like that anymore. But I think the main reason it picks on me that much when you first start is because it's like it's over cautious with people streaming for the first time because you never know what kind of people are gonna jump on here after making an account real quick. But they do it. They already have the protection where it's like you have to have so many followers. So I don't know why they're so crazy about it. I don't know. But I get it. Like I said, I'm surprised my account hadn't been taken away entirely because of one of these stupid things. I try to be on my best behavior always on there. Let's see. It's going to be paid content once I decide it's done. Wait, what's going to be paid content? What you mean? Oh, like the art you're doing? Ooh, okay. Make you a money rocker. That's what I'm talking about. No, before I even got to start it. Oh, no, brutal. Do you have to replace it or can you fix it? I'm moving in with my mother soon and far away from my jerky grandma. Oh, there you go, Sam. I had a jerky grandma too, so I feel you on that. Get out of there. Get mean grandmas out of here. We don't need them. My grandma would always yell at me. And I was a pretty good kid. I didn't do nothing wrong. Alright, we gotta give her socks. That's what Panda said. If she doesn't have socks, he's gonna blink at me 50 times. So we gotta have these socks. I didn't think that was necessary, but you guys know how Panda is. He's out of control. Panda didn't say that, but I'm sure he was thinking it. Alright, we got some. Oh, she'd be so cute with socks, wouldn't she? I've been trying to get more mochi TikToks. Like, oh, well, what happened? Why did you pop up? Get out of here. We're not trying to play epic games. Go on, scram. That would have been really frustrating if some, like, private information popped up on there. Can you, how unfair would that be? I didn't click anything. What'd you do that for? You actually read my mind. I knew it, Panda. I knew it. Athena made it. Choppy, thank you for the follow. Oh no, you broke up. Oh Lord, I'm sorry, Alistair. That were you guys together for a long time? Oh, that is so painful, man. We're here for you, all right? Jeez, oof. You holding up okay? Or I mean, you said emotional strain or whatever, but you think you gonna be all right? What's up, Paul? Boop. What's up, Boop? Brennan. How my doodlers doing? Panda Pokey Shop. I don't care who the other panda is, but I was thinking it's just something about pandas, man. They're always being naughty. I don't know what it is. You like it? This is our warm-up doodle. It's Mochi wearing socks. I got temp banned because my live wouldn't quit talking about. Oh, really? Like the chat? Is that what you mean? Oh Lord, that's not fair. Yeah, I got really lucky with you guys as my viewers and all because you guys are perfectly well behaved and good doodlers. Never do nothing wrong. Always nice to me. I expected people to be mean on this website. This platform. I've seen parts of TikTok where people are mean, and I guess I just thought it was mean everywhere, but then I streamed and you guys were all so nice to me. I was so confused, but very happy. There we go. We got Mochi with socks. Alright, let's scoot you over, Miss Thing. Alright, so this is what we were working on last time. This was for Janae. I don't know if Janae will show up today, though. I would like to finish it, but I'm going to wait until she's in here to give other doodlers a chance for their doodle. So we'll give it like a minute, and then we'll see. He told me there was no emotional attraction and he only wanted kids from me. No offense, Alistair, but he sounds awful. Good lord. Eesh, 8 months is a long time though, dang. Oh, I know those can be devastating, girl. You hold up, okay? You hang in there. That guy was clearly terrible. And I know it's cliche to say, but you are definitely better off without somebody that just wants you for kids. Like, grow up, dude. Jeez. It's so nasty. I'll never understand that, man. I'm done sketching out one of my pieces, so I was thinking about doing another. Do it, boop! And then post it. You have to. That's the rule. We try to be pretty wholesome, I think. You guys are like perfectly wholesome. Look, Raiden's talking about going to Disneyland tomorrow. How wholesome is that? Come on now. You doodlers are the best. By the way, I'm jealous, Raiden. Bandit, no! Oh, Rose, thank you, Ho. Hold on, we gotta get you up here, Ho. How are you doing today, Ho? We got 3 roses. Thank you, Ho. Oh, you left him for that. Okay, good. Awesome. Alistair, listen. You gotta give yourself credit for that, okay? It can be really difficult to leave even after a big red flag like that. So the fact that you were able to separate after hearing a flag like that, you know, everybody says, I'd leave it if they said that, but it can be a lot harder to actually do it. So you should be proud. You did the right thing, and you're gonna find a new dude or gal, whatever you like, and you're gonna be like, I can't even believe that I thought that that person was even slightly interesting, you know? But I know it's hard. The main thing I would recommend is really let yourself be sad about it. The last breakup I had, it wasn't like a super serious one. But the last one I had, it was like I gave myself like a solid like 2 weeks just to let myself just like flop on the couch and just. I don't like the expression "feel sorry for yourself" because it sounds like oh, you feel sorry for yourself, get over it, like because you should feel upset. Like it's normal to feel upset, you know what I mean? But I just let myself just like do that, and then like because a lot of people kind of hold it in, and then it just kind of. I'm not good at articulating sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? Like let yourself feel it, let yourself be upset about it. It's okay, and then that'll help kind of the grieving process. You know what I mean? Because it does feel like a death a lot of times. I haven't been through a lot of breakups, so I don't have a lot of experience, but from the little bit I do have, that's what I did. I hope you can get through it, though, girl. You gonna get through it. I promise. Splinky! How you doing, Splinky? I love that name, Splinky. What made you want to name yourself Splinky? Where did Splinky come from? Cherry, what's up, Cherry? A question? Lay it on me, Panda. My body, my choice. See, the fact that, like, you have to even, like, mention that obvious fundamental of life regarding this ex of yours, just, again, it just shows, like, if you even have to, like, explain that in any capacity when talking about your ex, then, like, good God, he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy. Get him out of here. Nasty, nasty boy. All right, so Janae is not in here, so we're gonna go ahead and scooch along and see who's up next. I am live on YT. Oh, am I? Okay, yes, there we go. I'm also live on YT, the Red app, if you guys are interested in watching over there, and also on Purple app. I know a lot of you doodlers are over there already, and on TikTok. But everybody knows about TikTok already. Just get those emotions out. Exactly, yeah. Let yourself feel it, man. It's normal, it's healthy, and it can help you get through it maybe a little bit faster, you know what I mean? Although I know a lot of people don't have that, aren't, you know, like some people they don't have time to let themselves kind of grieve and be really upset and just take time for themselves. So I understand that too. But if you can, I would recommend it. You know, take good care of yourself during it. You know what I mean? But let yourself be sad about it. It's reasonable. It's, you know, it's just part of the process. Like I said, it's like when somebody you care about is unalived. You know what I mean? It's very similar to that kind of feeling. So it's hard, man. Bullet dodged, right? You deserve better. He wasn't good enough for my mother anyway. Exactly. See, Sam agrees. We're all on the same page. That's some craziness that guy tried to pull. That's craziness. Gummy said, Alistair, I'll drop kick them for you if you need to say the word. Yeah, just oh, I can't joke about that kind of thing too much, but you know, just imagine I made a joke in that respect. All right. Let's see. Some random TikTok. Oh, it's a good name. It's a top tier name. You got a flash goal. I don't know what that means. What's a flash goal? 4 gifters said music on stage to your live in 50 on stage. Oh, oh. It's like one of those. Try to get your viewers to donate this to you. I'm not doing that, TikTok. My goal is to get this to 2K like. Oh, thank you, Splinky. I appreciate it. Times are hard right now for us streamers on TikTok, so any little bit helps, man. You did it! Thank you, Splinky. Thank you. Thank you, Boop. I see you liking too. I appreciate it. Oh, what was that? Hold up. I might not be able to say that word, which is dumb because it's literally a thingy, but it is a beverage that will get you feeling silly if you drink it. So we got, it looks kind of like this. I'm not exactly sure what, I'll just say it, what a cocktail is. Like, I know what like a margarita is. It's like a slushy kind of thing, but I don't know what a cocktail is. They just all seem like drinks to me. There we go. Thank you, Hole. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let's see whose turn it is to get their doodle today. If Janae shows up later, we'll finish theirs up then. But till then, we gotta see whose turn it is, baby. Joke imagined. I laughed at the imaginary duck. Thank you, Gummy. Appreciate it. It would have been a really just absolutely hysterical joke. Just know that. You guys would have scream laughed at it. You sent an ichi. Hold on, I'm gonna send a mochi. There we go. Twinsies. To the Trero? My TikTok studio said people can sub now. My TikTok page says I don't have the ability. Okay, TikTok studio is the worst software I have ever had to endure in my life. It messes up all the other programs on my computer. They refuse to put it on the For You page for whatever reason when you use TikTok Studio. If you use the phone, you'll get way more viewers than if you do on the TikTok Studio, which I don't understand because I'm under the assumption they want you to use the TikTok Studio. I did an experiment one day just to test it, and it was like such an extreme difference. Like, even when I'm doing the exact same content, I was like streaming with the software. I was all happy. I finally got it, right? And then I was like, dang, there's like nobody here. What's going on? I guess I just suck today. I don't know. But then I was like, let me try something. So I turned that off and started streaming from the phone, like this instant difference. And it's just, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate it. It's the worst. Nightmare fuel. It wasn't last weekend, but it was the weekend before. Actually, it might have been last weekend too, where I was playing a game with the software and I had to just stop streaming on TikTok because the software was just so bad. It was so awful, bro. The drink. I'm questioning. Hello? I'm drawing. Where did I get questioning? I'm drawing someone's character. I'm scared they won't like it. What do I do? If they don't like it, they're out of their mind. Ain't no way. They crazy. I'm not working on this one right now, okay? I'll just start absently doodling. Alright, ready to see whose turn it is? If you're in here, scream for me. Do you a doodle scream, alright? Alright, so we got our usuals in here right now, so I know the people are probably not in here that I haven't seen in a minute. Not here. Not here, not here. Not here. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. La, la. That one. That one. Let's see. Oh, I think I know who it is, actually. And I know they're still in here. Let me check something real quick before we get started. I think my head's feeling a little better. I think the medicine and coffee helped. Fingers crossed. I missed like 2 days last week, so I can't miss any more days, alright? I'm ashamed. Alright, almost there. Just gotta check. Oh, goodness. Alright. I see who it is. We ready? The guy! What's up, the guy? You can just skip all the way to me. So it looks like Scuttle's back to car. Oh no. I like scuttling. Scuttling's fun. It's the best way to make progress on where you're going, you know? Just do a little scuttle. No, you should skip to me. Oh, I meant the TikTok studio. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I got the notice to set a sub goal and that they can sub now, and I checked regular studio and they can't. Weird. I don't know any other software. Well, I use OBS for like Purple app and all, but you can't use that with TikTok. You have to use their software unless you want to do it with the phone. Again, it's very dumb. But if you're streaming elsewhere, like on Purple app and all, I'd recommend OBS. OBS works pretty good. I'm not the most techie person in the world, and I was able to figure it out, so. Are these real doodles? They're fake doodles. I fibbed when I drew them. Alright, so next we're going to do, Athena! It's gonna be Athena, yeah! You rendered pieces look really amazing. Oh, you saw them, Austin? Thank you! If you guys want to see some of my older art, obviously I have TikToks with some of it, but, I created a website, softydoodles.com, because I'm a professional lady. And, if you go to portfolio, there's a link on my Purple app profile if you want to click there. But you can see all my old commissions and stuff like that on there. Now keep in mind, stuff lower down's a lot older. Okay, I draw better than that now. All right, I just the last few years I haven't had a chance to do as many commissions, so I don't have as many recent examples. Keep that in mind. All right, the ones at the top are the most recent. That's more like what I do. All right, so Athena, you did Ficus? Is that how you say it? It looks like it's is it a D&D character? Yeah, D&D character. Did you still want this one? Or did you want something else? Since I know it's been ages. Joke I made to feel better? I didn't see a joke from you, Alistair. The only one I saw... Oh, wait, okay, I see it. Imagine breaking up with a really nice, kind girl and being replaced by a body pillow. Yeah, you know he's hugging that thing. You know he's consoling himself with that. You can have my children, right, Pillow? You're fertile, right? God, what a tool. Get him out of here. Get that loser out of here, dude. Go have your baby somewhere else. Shallow butt. You know how hard it is not to curse in that situation. He's fine? Alright, you got it, Athena. So we got a little bit of a description here. So first, let me ask, is the reference picture you sent, is that accurate? Or is that just like a really general, like an example, but you have a different, like, outfit and everything? Did that make sense, what I just said? Let me actually pull this over. Oh, dang it, I keep doing that. Get back here. There we go. Let me scooch this over here so I could read it a little bit better. What the hell is happening? This buffoon is flummoxed? 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 Why are you flummoxed? I've never heard that word before, but it sounds cool. You're Korean? No, I'm not Korean. I'm the whitest, palest lady in the world. Very, very, very basic. I could post it over here. It looks like it's kind of like maybe like a 3D model kind of thing. Here, let me. I think I've seen these before. Hero Forge. It's a character from Hero Forge. I've had a lot of commissioners use that to kind of give me an example. I could post it on here if you want to see it. All right, here we go. Let's see. Look at all these doodles. So this is what you had posted. Is this an accurate reference? Or is it similar to this and you had other things you wanted different about it? Just getting an idea before I read the description. There's a lot of stuff in there, so I want to make sure I don't miss anything. I have a question. What if I want to request an OC that's not drawing? I'm not sure what you mean by that, Panda. General example. Accurate. Wait, hold on. Which one is it? Hold on. Let me go ahead and get in that description here. Let's see. Usually when I'm working on a commission, I might take one of the days. Silly Butter, what's up over there? How you doing? I missed out on Saturday's stream. That's okay, Silly Butter. Saturdays are usually pretty slow. But you're here today when we're doing the good old-fashioned doodles, baby. Alright, let me switch this over here. So yeah, usually what I'm doing is I'll start a new canvas, and then I'll paste all the references on the canvas, and then I'll actually screenshot and put the description, because most of the time with my D&D commissions, they don't have a lot of picture references. When they do, it's awesome, but typically they don't, because they don't, they're coming to me for a visual representation. They don't have one yet. So they'll have like a really long description, so I'll like paste the words on the actual canvas and like highlight certain ones so I can kind of go through it a little bit faster. I think we said that was AI. Wait, what was AI? The picture? Basically, I don't have a reference, but it's written down. Yeah, you could do that, Panda. That's fine. You don't have to have a reference. Like I was saying, most of my commissions didn't have a reference. Sometimes they would use stuff like the Hero Forge thing, where you can kind of model a character similar to what you like, and then they'll just like describe something like, oh, I like this, but he'd have a different outfit, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you can just describe them for me, and that's totally fine. This one, I don't think this is AI. I think this is I've seen people use this before. It's called Hero Forge. I think it's like a website where you can make models for characters and stuff like that. Yeah, let me see. Cause I know a lot of my older commissions from years ago, they used Hero Forge too. Yeah, Hero Forge is like I recognize like the body type and all too. It has their own kind of like style. Fluttershy, thank you for the follow. What kind of art did you just almost made? Do you mean like what kind of art do I do? So this is what I do a lot of times on stream. I just do doodle requests for you guys, lots of doodles. I do commissions and like proper artwork off the stream. I might start doing some commissions on stream if you guys are curious about the process. But this is what we typically do on stream, just your guys' doodle requests. Watched a video of Rango? Famian, what's up, Famian? All right, so let's go. Let me read this description real quick. You guys can look at this lady right here. while I read. We'll see how kind of accurate that is to the picture here. So wait, did you say that? I'm sorry, there's so many chats, I might have missed it. Let's see here. I'd say it's accurate. Okay, pretty accurate. All right, let me go through it real quick, see if there's any differences, and then we'll get started. Okay. I'll try to do this quick, so I'm not the fastest reader. All right. So it's gonna have patches, and then oh, these are different characters. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, is this the one? This is the one you wanted, right? Okay, yeah, this is for that one. All right, never mind. I'm confused with myself. Don't listen to me. Sharp edge shovel. All right, got it. All right, let's do it, baby. Shovel. There we go. Let's do it. Let's start doodling. All right, so we're gonna scooch this up here. Can I ever do anything on the right layer? I swear. All right, we got this. All right. So, what kind of pose should he have? Should he just be standing like strongly, or is he more like how would you describe him personality-wise briefly for me? Your birthday's coming up, Fabian. You gonna do anything fun? Will you have time to doodle another one or no? We just have to see, Raiden. I stream until 8 o'clock and it's 5:30. It really just depends on the doodle, the first doodle. Sometimes I can do two. That's what I'm aiming for. But sometimes it can just, like if it's a very detailed doodle, that it could take too long. I aim for that. That's the goal. But sometimes we can't make it. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So we got Athena. And then Ficus. What are we doing? We about to doodle Athena's character, Austin. Thank you for the share, Athena. I appreciate it. Finger hearts. Thank you, Boop. We gotta put you up here, Boop. Oh no, I gotta draw this hand. Okay, pray for me. Okay, it's not the best, but you could tell it's a hand, so I'll call that a win. Thank you, Boop. Yeah, there was a few characters. Yeah, I realized that way too late. It was multiple. Standing and leaning on the shovel, like with the shovel in the ground, and then he's kind of like leaning up against it, that kind of thing. Wanted it to be on my birthday. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a Monday. I mean, you know, it also depends on whose turn it is, too, so. But maybe it's happened before, you know? Like, he's got his hands on the handle, it's in the ground. Hands on the handle. Okay, so. Kind of like doing this number, like holding it, that kind of thing. And then there's a show. See, I love being able to like directly speak to you while I'm figuring it out. So I don't have to like go through emails and emails to see. It can be such a long process because a lot of times people don't realize there could be a lot of questions that I need to ask that obviously the person, you know, commissioning me wouldn't realize until I ask it. So a lot of times there's a lot of back and forth that can take a while. Are shirtless guys safe for ticket? I think so. I know I've drawn one before, so I think it's okay. With the shovel up in the air. He's standing behind it, resting his hands on the handle, maybe chin on it. Wait. Hold on. He's standing behind it? Resting his hand. Oh, okay. I think I see what you're saying. Okay. All right. So the shovel's like short, right? Like it's not super long. And then he's kind of up here, like doing, or no, not like that. Like this kind of thing. And then he's standing behind it like that. And this is the shovel. Oh, let's be safe here. You like my sketches? I'm a pro sketcher. Maybe chin. Oh, so do you want him like leaning down? That might be a little bit trickier to do. I might do it this way. Because if I do it that way, you're only going to see like part of him. But I understand now. All right, I got it. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Is he like a big buff man or is he just kind of normal build? Seems like he's a manly man type, so I can't make him all anime boy like is my default boy that I like to draw. Mostly just because I'm better at drawing girls, so I make them more girl-like. All right, yeah, my head's feeling a little bit better. Thank goodness. All right, we can actually get some doodles today. He's kind of lanky, but like weird strong, like thin with muscles. Okay, I see what you're going for. All right. Like kind of toned, but not super thick. I see. I feel ya. Is he an older guy or is he younger? And what was his species again? Furblot. Let me actually look that up real quick. Furbulk. Furbol. That's a weird word. Full. Wait. Furbulk. Furbulk. Yes. All right. Let me get an idea for these. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. I don't think I've ever seen this species before. I don't think I've ever done one before. So they do have some distinct character. There's not a whole lot of art of them, and like I guess they turn into bears. Is what it looks like. There's not a whole lot of human examples that I'm seeing, but we'll make it work. I'll be the innovator. Florida Man V2, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. Glad I found out Hero Forge. I finally have a reference for a DAT character I turned OC. There you go, Florida Man. Yeah, I know a lot of people, especially for D&D, they use Hero Forge a lot. I've never used it, but I know a lot of them have used it, which can be very helpful, especially when like you don't have the money for a commission, but you want to be able to have like a visual representation for your character. It can be super helpful. All right, how can we do this? Do I want him looking straight on, or do I want him kind of looking away? I guess we can start with this. Maybe I'll change it. Okay, and he has a beard. Uh-oh, I'm not so good at beards. He has a little cappy dude. Cats are hard. Brings me back to my D&D commission days. I'm doing it more in the style I used to do too. I think it kind of fits the D&D theme a little bit better. My style when I did that didn't used to be quite as anime-ish. Oh no, I gotta do a beard. Oh no. Honestly though, doing a beard is easier than doing like stubble. For whatever reason, I have the worst time, like especially if I'm doing like a lot of color and stuff like that. When I gotta do the like just like very little bit of facial hair, I can't do it. I don't know why. It's so hard for me to do for whatever reason. Let's see. I missed what Softy said about shirtless. So I think that should be fine. I know that I've done a shirtless dude before on stream, like just drawing one, so I think that's okay. I think that should be fine. I'll ask whenever it's my turn for a doodle in 1,000 years. In 1,000 years, I'll be ready for it. I forgot to tell you, but earlier, whenever you went live, I got a note. You did, Hole? You got a notification? Oh, TikTok, yes, please. Please do us right again, TikTok. I beg of thee. So I think we're supposed to get some kind of answer, I think at the end of this week, apparently, about what's going to happen with TikTok. I think they might actually have a resolution. I don't know if I haven't looked into the details. Do any of you guys know about that? I think I saw somewhere that we might actually get a resolution in terms of what's going to happen. I actually don't know if I think it'll like go away or not at this point. I don't know. I don't know what to think. They've played with their emotions so much over these past like half year that I don't even know what to think at this point. Ember Knight, what's up? Been so busy, haven't been able to pop in lately, and my Wi-Fi ain't working. Oh no, I gotta fix that. How you been, Ember? We're going back to my roots and doing a D&D character for Athena. Digital creator, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. On an actual name, so I just went John Crash Out. Ended up being weirdly fitting. There you go. Yeah, my name's Softy Doodles. It actually came from my dad's old Steam name that had the word soft in it. And I went by Soft for so long from like my friends online and everything. They always called me Soft. That when I made an account, I was like, I consider myself soft and I doodle. So it's perfect. And that just kind of works. Sometimes it just kind of works out. You know what I mean? I'm really putting off doing this facial hair. Oh no, wait. First, let me see how. Maybe a little too small. Make that a little bigger. So he is 6 feet tall. So we do need to make him a little bit taller here. Yeah, he's way too small. Get big. All right, there we go. A few friends of mine are busy. I kind of miss them already. Oh, that's sweet, Austin. They're busy and you already miss them? They must be some good friends, huh? 8 billion lifetimes it will be your turn. Yeah, but it will be your turn at some point, you know? You gave me dinos, Hole? Wait, hold on. Hold on. We gotta give your due respect. Hold up. Where is that dino? Give me that dino. I don't even see it. I see the tiny dino. Oh, it's like a tiny, tiny hot dog. Okay, alright. Alright. So we got from Hull, right? Yeah. Alright, we gotta get you up here, Hull. You thought you were gonna get away with secretly giving me something. Absolutely not. Alright, every time I draw this tiny tiny, it looks so different, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. Okay. Alright. I don't know how this is turning. He's got glasses for some reason. Okay. And he's holding a hot dog. Keep it simple like this. I don't think this one turned out too good, I'm gonna be honest. I apologize, Hole. I did your tiny tiny dirty. Alright. Interesting little Diney. And how many was that? That was 2. Here we go. Thank you, Hole. I appreciate it. 2 tiny Dinies with the hot dog. Alright, Florida man. Thanks for joining us. You have a good one, okay? Call back tomorrow. What is that? What is that, Alistair? Softy Doodles at example doc. Oh, let me see. What is this referring to? What's that, Alistair? So let me ask you doodlers this. What do you think you'd prefer in terms of what we do on Saturdays? What do you think? Would you guys prefer me trying a different kind of game, or would you rather me doing like some random artwork stuff? Or even other ideas if you had something else in mind. Trying to branch out, keep you guys entertained, don't get bored with just the regular old doodles every day. And I'm trying to figure out what would be fun, you know? So what do you guys think? I did want to try to have a more casual stream maybe this Friday. Where it would just kind of be us hanging out like all the cool TikTokers do, where they're just kind of like talking to the camera. But I would get really bored that way. So I was thinking we could do like, have you guys seen those the videos are all over the place right now and I love them. I watch them obsessively. The Reddit things where it's like, am I the a-hole? You know what I'm talking about? And it's like somebody doing a post like, this happened. Am I in the wrong or are they in the wrong? And I love them. I binge on them. And I think it would be fun for me to read those and then we all kind of decide together if they're the a-hole or not. I'd really like to try that, but I also need to gauge if you guys would even be interested in that. But I think it would be a lot of fun. And with the more of a chat stream, I wouldn't miss as many comments and it would be more, I'd be able to be more attentive to my doodlers that way as well. But it's gonna be a lot of pressure having the camera in my face the whole time. Gotta be honest. Oh yeah, so thank you, Alistair. I'm still working on it. I have to update that. I don't have like I wanted to make like a professional email specifically for that kind of thing, but I haven't made it yet. And I'm certainly not posting my phone number on there, but there's a lot in there I haven't updated yet. But it will be soon. I swear. Alright, Panda, thanks for watching. You have a good one. I'm gay. Let's go say it. I'm so hungry even though I'm eating tacos. I want spaghetti. That sounds like a rough time, Hole. Praying for you. You'll get through it, alright? I'll be here for you every step of the way. Don't you worry. I've been putting off drawing this beard for like 10 minutes now. Alright, I'm doing it. Athena, is it kind of like a shorter beard like how this is, or is it meant to be long? I don't know how specific you can get with the reference, you know what I mean? With Hero Forge. I'm gonna do it like the reference for now, but you can let me know if it's supposed to be like really long or something. See, facial hair, I don't know how to do it, man. It's hard. It doesn't look right. You know what I mean? It doesn't look right. I also, over there on Purple app, I updated it to where if you follow or like subscribe or whatever, you'll hear a little mochi brain. If you want to try it, you can like unfollow and refollow, and it should pop up on the screen. I'm very excited about it. It was a pain in the butt, but I got it. I got to do it for all the ones like donations and everything, but I do have it for the follow and all right now. Now, my headset isn't connected to the computer right now, so just let me know if it doesn't work, okay? A lot of tech support stuff I'm having to do. Panda Rude! You're gonna leave and blink like that? The disrespect. I feel like the eyes don't look quite right. Oof, that's a crooked face right there. Hold up, let's fix that. Always flip your doodles. I don't think I even flipped my doodles when I first started doing commissions, and that's really upsetting to think about. Because if I go back and flip those drawings, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna be so upset. And again, it's always good to look back at your old artwork and like see how you improved. It's the fact that like someone paid me for it is what I'm just like, oh god, I could have done something so much better. I'm so ashamed. That's why it's painful. If it was just my own doodles, it'd be fine, but someone paid me for those and they're horrible. They're not horrible. You guys probably think they look fine, but you're your own worst critic, you know what I mean? And nothing happened? God darn it. I thought, oh, you know what? I know what happened. I put it on the other scene. And okay, thank you. We tested it. I understand what happened. So I did put them in, but they're on the gaming scene, not the drawing. I have two different scenes that I'll use. Like I'm using this one for art, and I'll use the other one for games. I think it's only on the games right now. Thank you. Thank you for helping. We learned. Very first art trade in. It was so fun. You had a good time, all? There we go. I don't think I've ever done a proper art trade before. But it does look like a lot of fun. He looks intense. Is he supposed to be intense or is he supposed to not be intense? let me get this reference over there. Oof, that's zoomed in. Not you. You. There we go. Perfect. Organizing my monitors can be a job all on its own. So happy no one knows my face here. Oh no. I exposed my face one time. Now everybody knows what I look like. Y'all could have thought I looked like the coolest lady ever, but instead now you know I just look like a regular lady. I know it can be very jarring when you're like a fan and you watch someone, but you've never seen what they look like and then they show their face. I know that can be very jarring. It's happened to me where there's like a, I guess influencer would be the word. Back in the day on YT, there'd be someone that usually just did audio videos and then they showed your face and you're like, whoa, who the heck? That ain't right. You're not the person I thought you were, you know? Because you always like make an image. Well, I guess not everybody does that apparently, but you often tend to like make an image of what you think they look like, and then when they don't look like that, it's very disorienting. Me when I saw the game. I love the Game Grumps. Oh, they're one of my favorites. Yeah, I remember the first time I saw them too. I was like, whoa, who are you people? Get out of here. You are not the Grumps I know. But now they do lots of stuff with where you can see them, so I'm used to it now. But it was definitely weird at first. I'm trying to think if there were any others. There probably were, but it's been so long I can't remember. He's got floof in his ears. Is that what that is? Are they like elf ears but with fur on the inside, or are they more like animal ears? You know what I'm saying? Athena, what are the ears like? Are they more like animal ears like that, or are they more like elf ears? Like, but then like fur on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, what kind of ear are we working with here? I know those drawings look similar, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. I hate the ads. Dude, Purple App ads are so greedy. They are so greedy with their ads. They're like 2 minutes long and you can't skip them. Like someone just went live and you're trying to join their stream. You know what I might do? That all the professional streamers do? I might do a like stream about to start screen and have that up for like 10 minutes. That way you guys can take your time joining and you won't miss anything, even if you're forced to sit through an ad in the beginning. I might do that. I know a lot of people do that, and surely they do it for a reason. You know what I mean? Might start doing. I'll maybe start it at like 4, and then the stream will actually start at like 4:30, something like that. I'll do like a slideshow of some doodles I've done, kind of get people ready. Oh, that might actually be fun. I don't know how to do that, but that would be cool. I might do that. I might work on that this weekend. I still have your sketch I did. I still have your sketch I did. Your sketch? My sketch that you did? What you mean? Athena, come back. I need to know information from you, wherever you may be. Help. I'm gonna keep working on the rest until they return. Remember when I tried to... Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I have a face cam ready over there in Purple App. NYT, if you guys want to see. Look, it's me. Hi, here I am. Here I am. I don't think there's a lot of you over there right now. I think a lot of you guys migrated to TikTok. But I'm here. I'm a real person over here. It's kind of off center. But here, look, it's me. Alright, goodbye. No more real me. Only fake PNG me. If you don't want to know what I look like and keep the mystique, then just look at the PNG. Don't look at the webcam. Pretend it never happened. I tried to make the PNG look kind of like me. I do think it's cool when other streamers have like this like mythical anime character as their PNG. So it's kind of like they're playing a whole different character, but I don't think I'd be very good at like playing another character. You know what I'm saying? So I just drew a lady. But the eyes is kind of weird. I think because of this style, I made them too big, but I don't know. We'll come back to it. The super secret draw lady. That's me! Alright, Athena, I have a question. So you said they look very serious. Number one, are they not supposed to look serious? Or is serious good? Number two, what kind of ears are we working with? I see there's fur in the ears. Are they supposed to be like elf ears? You know, like human ears but pointy, and then they have fur coming out? Like kind of like dwarfish old man kind of, that kind of thing? Or are they supposed to be like animal ears? And that's why there's fluff in them. What kind of ears are we working with here? Look at all those ears. All right, let's get these out of here. Pointed with floof. All right, got it. So yeah, we were kind of on the right track. Just wanted to make sure. The way your camera fades away makes me laugh. It fades away? It does? Wait, really? Hold on, let me see. It fades away for you? For me, it just like pops in and pops out. Hi. Huh. What's up, Boop? You over there, YT? Thank you for giving it a try over there, Boop. I appreciate it. My poor little YT channel over there. Tired look less severe. Okay, alright. Yeah, we could do that. Let's make these eyebrows a little bit softer. No, get out of here. And a little more tired. I'd actually raise these a little bit. Their face was angled down a little, but I'm still gonna usually when the face is angled down, the eyebrows are like right on the eyes, but for what we're going for, I need them to be a little bit higher. Okay, that is more tired, but do I like that? I feel like the eyes are looking a little strange. I'm not sure what I think quite yet. Might be a little too tired. I like this one. This one's got some problems. Reflip it. Yeah, that one's okay, but this one needs some help. Since it is straight on, I could technically just copy and paste it, but I feel like it always looks a little crazy when you do that, because even if your face is symmetrical, the eyes never look perfectly like each other, you know? You can always kind of tell that it's a copy, but we'll see. But this is more the vibe you're going for, Athena? Tired, hardworking man. All right, there we go. He just worked for 12 hours and needs the break. Oh, Lord. Hard-working boy. Oh, my boyfriend, he works so dang hard. I've never been that hard of a worker, if I'm honest. Some people, they just got that work ethic, man. I work hard at my drawings and stuff, but actual jobs, man, I do my best and I do my work, but I just be getting tired, you know? There's some people who just like love it and they just work, and that's what they want to do, you know what I mean? And it's fascinating. You got me, Boop. Thank you, Boop. I appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out over there. I won't forget you over there. Since you're the only one, there's no chance I'll miss your comments. So you got that going for you, you know? Alright, so that'll have to do for now. We'll come back to it if need be, but we look tired now. And then his hair, did you describe? I feel like you described the hair under the hat. Okay, just the color. All right. We're just gonna keep it kind of short, casual. Telling you, man, beards are my kryptonite. All those years of only drawing girlies are catching up to me. See, the hat don't look quite right. What kind of hat is that? I need to look up some examples. Xavier, thank you for the follow. Also, bad knee. If I walk on it too long, my legs will start to hurt. Oh, you guys were talking about something, huh? I see, I see. Gummy, you joined Boop over there. Thank you, Gummy. I appreciate it. How's it feel to be over there? Look, I'll be a real person just for you. Look, hi, look, it's me. Hi, here I am. I mean, you already saw me before on Purple App, but you get to see me over here now. Hi. All right, that's it. No more person. Only PNG person. Let's see. It did the one time. Really? Oh, I mean, I would love that if it did that. I would totally, but I don't know how to do that. But that would be cool to do like a dramatic fadeaway. You know what I mean? I kind of go for the like just showing it every once in a while vibe, you know? Sarah, what's up, Sarah? You joining us today? How you doing, Sarah? How's the job going? That job life? The new job, right? Oh yeah, I was gonna look up the hats. All right. Whoa. Don't you guys love it when I jiggle the camera? It's gotta be so frustrating when I do that. All right. How did you describe it? Old flat cap hat. Okay. Let's Google some of those. Old flat cap. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. That is a weird shaped hat. How would one draw such a thing? Alright, hang on 1 second, Doodlers. I need to grab something. I'll be right back. It'll be like 5 seconds. Maybe 10. I had returned. See, no time at all. Didn't even need the BRB. I feel like his eyes a little crooked. I think this one's lower than that one, huh? Hate it, but I'm off today. Aw, man. Well, at least you got the day off, you know? You get Tuesdays off. There you go. Having days off in the middle of the week are the best because you can actually get stuff done because everything's still open. And you get to like sleep in knowing like, everybody else is going to work right now, but I'm not. At least that's how I felt about it. Some of this juice that is meant to hold my bones together or my joints connect has went over my bones and now my bones are touching and it hurts. Oh, like the kind of stuff in between. That's not, is there anything you could do to treat that or make it better? That sounds awful. Me and my fiance have been talking about getting a house. Ooh, yes. Is it your guys' like first house? Ooh, that sounds exciting. Looking at houses is so much fun. I could never afford a house like that, but it's a lot of fun looking at them. Especially if you can afford a house. It feels more or less the same as Purple App. Oh yeah, pretty much, huh? Yeah. It's not like TikTok and Purple App where it's a different experience. But you know, if you like Red App better, then you know, you get to know you're over there now. So I do think it is easier to go and rewatch the previous streams on Red App compared to Purple App. Because Purple App, you gotta like go and like search for VODs or whatever, and like it's like they're never in the right order, and it's such a pain over there. Whereas on YT, it's literally just you click their channel and it's right there. You know what I mean? Just click it and go, and you don't have to sit through 2 minutes of ads before you can watch anything. See, this is how the hat looks in the reference I'm looking at, but it doesn't look great. It looks like he's wearing like a bandana or something on his side. You know what I'm saying? That don't look right. What's happening here? What have I done? Okay, I think I know what's happening, but I'm not sure if that will help. This is making me realize I've never drawn this type of hat before. Do, 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 do. You're welcome. Heatwave Comics, thank you for the follow. You're a fellow doodler, you do artwork too, because you're in the right place, Heatwave. If you'd like, you could join my Discord and post your art in there. At the end of the stream, we show off the guys' art you guys posted. We gonna do that today after I'm done doodling. I don't know why I have that song stuck in my head. I haven't even seen that movie in years. You're welcome. What could I say except you're welcome for the doodling doodles. You're welcome. Alright. We gotta move on. We gotta do some of this here body. Oh, the eye. The eye is too low. Make symmetric. Is that better? Ugh, face is still a little crooked. Is that better? I think that's better. Alright, we gotta do some of this here body here. So not too buff. And then let's see the outfit here. Okay. So we got kind of a vest thing going on. See, the eyes, something about them just ain't right and it's driving me crazy. I'm fixating, doodlers. Help. Help, I'm fixating. I'm stuck in a doodle loop. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try something. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try, okay? I almost never do this, but desperate times. Don't tell anybody, alright? We doodlers, we don't squeal, alright? We don't squeal. I mean, that is more symmetrical now, at least. I think that'll work. My bones. Oh no. A doodle loop, exactly. I'm stuck in a doodle loop, dude. Never get stuck in a doodle loop. You're gonna have a rough doodle day if you get stuck in a doodle loop. See, they're literally copy and pasted, but I still feel like they don't look right. Alright, I gotta move on. I'm gonna go insane. Get me out of this doodle loop, please. It's cute how you pop in and then magically disappear. I really should just have it on all the time. You know what I mean? But it's a lot, you know? It's a lot. People looking at my face. It's one thing to look at my doodles, but like just be looking at my face constantly. I get so self conscious. I gotta get used to it, like I said, but it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's so comfortable back here when you can't see me and you can only see my hand. So I'm working my way up to doing that, but for now I'm just gonna pop in every once in a while. Just to say hi, you know, remind you that I'm a lady, a real life lady. Maybe I should just make my life easier, make it more anime style. I don't know. I don't like it. Pig anime eyes, exactly. We'll give him really cute, adorable anime eyes. It's just like I couldn't do it anymore. What can we do to make this boy right? Why is B and B face the same way, but D and D face different ways? Dude, let me tell you, English is infuriating. It is so unbelievably inconsistent with all of its rules. Like, it's how is it my fault that I failed every spelling test I ever took? When they just randomly spell words differently for no flippin' reason. They got letters that are pronounced only this way for only this word. Like, am I just supposed to memorize all of that? What do you want from me? It's ridiculous. I got such a beef with English and grammar, dude. It's just so unfair. Like, how am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know that? Which is, oh yeah, so the TH makes this sound unless it's this word, and then it makes a completely different sound. Like, cool. What's the point of having the rule if it doesn't matter, depending on the word? Japanese is a difficult language, but let me tell you, their alphabet and their letters and all that, they actually make sense, alright? If you see the letter and you know how it sounds, then it's going to sound like that. You don't have to worry about, but is this special word? I think it's because English is a mix of a bunch of different languages or something like that. I think that's why there's so many weird things like that, but still, it peeves me off. It's not fair. What am I supposed to do with that, huh? Janaya! Or Janaya. Did I say Janaya? Yeah. Janaya, what's up, Janaya? 222 exactly, dude. It's ridiculous. What do you think of some ones that really drive me crazy? I saw one TikTok where it was like, we don't need the letter C. You know what I mean? There shouldn't be a C because all the sounds that a C can make can be made by other letters. Like C can make the K sound, which we can just use a K. C can make an S sound, we just use an S. You know what I mean? And that's it. Like, why do we need a C then? Why we gotta do like this to make this sound? We can just use an S. You know, what's the point of that? And if it's not doing that sound, we could just freaking, and don't even get me started on this. Like, why? Why? This makes an S sound too? Like, yeah, that makes sense. Thanks. Thanks. And I'm supposed to feel bad about failing a spelling test. Like, get out of here. But, ha and wa are the same. Are they? I don't remember that. Maybe I hadn't learned that yet. Sure, that's a good point. It should only be used for that then. You know what I mean? Just use a C as a ch. And now it has a purpose and it won't be confusing anymore. You see what I'm saying? There is no need. Absolutely no need whatsoever. Flip it ever, dude. I did. I think I failed literally every spelling test I've ever taken in my life. And like I would like every single word I got wrong. And then I'm looking around and all my classmates like that was easy and I had like a 10% out of it. Like it's so bad. How's that my fault, dude? What am I supposed to do? There, and there. Exactly, dude. Like God help people who are not English native to English and they gotta learn English. Like how? It's like what is it? You guys seen that TikTok where the lady's like, why is this one named Kansas? Talking about the states. Like, why is this state named Kansas and this state isn't Arkansas? And she's right, you know, why is it pronounced Arkansas when it's spelled like Arkansas? It's not fair. It's ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. I'm signing a petition that English is dumb and it needs to sort itself out, all right? I'm gonna get this face right eventually. All right, Athena, I'm gonna do it. It's just, he's fighting me, all right? He's fighting me today, but we gonna make him work. So actually, I notice in a lot, Athena, in a lot of the references, they have a very prominent nose. Is he supposed to have a very prominent nose? Like, for example, all of them kind of look like here's the face, right? The nose kind of looks like that. Like, very prominent and distinct. You know what I'm saying? Is that kind of how it's supposed to be with that species? Or did you want a more, like, normal kind of nose? I have Mimikyu plushie. What's Mimikyu? By the way, plushie. I mean, I guess it's kind of spelled how it should be, but I pronounce it like Arkansas. I mean, it should be that. You know what I mean? Mary, thank you for the follow. Big nose, I think. Let me confirm. All right. So you do that. I'm going to do the body. Fluttershy, you not going to save me a slice? I see how it is. I see how it is, Fluttershy. I guess I just don't deserve pizza. It's cool, I guess. It's fine. Is it good pizza at least? Is it pepperoni? Because that's the best pizza. You gonna hang out with us, Fluttershy? Yay! Stay. Doodle with us. It's slow right now. We need all the doodlers we can get. But you are gonna have to give me a slice. Alright? That's just how it's gotta be. Okay, not too buff. Not too buff. Most of the references, they're pretty thick, so I keep accidentally making them too thick, but it's not too thick. Ugh, if it wouldn't take too long, I'd honestly just start it over. I'm tempted to, I'm tempted. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna see if I could do one real quick. Alright, I'm gonna see if I could start over real quick. Watching your stream and being depressed on Insta just hits different. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I can't tell. Wendigo Shaman, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Doodle Club. Thank you. I was doing this one, but I'm just really not liking how it's turning out. So I'm going to try to do another one real quick to see if this one will turn out better. And then the hat will be at a different angle, and that'll make it more obvious what that's all about. If I can do it. But I have to speed through it, alright? Because I wasted so much time if I go with this one. personality, I like Lugia and Yveltal. Is that are those other Pokemods? Are those the new Pokemods? I don't know any Pokemon unless it's like the OG 150, because I'm an old lady. Still here, the wife just put in the cheat code for cleaning mode, and now I'm wait, what? What you talking about? The wife just put in the cheat code for cleaning mode, and now I'm distracted. I gotta be honest, I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds like a good thing. It almost compares to 3 a.m. reels when peak depression is so lower. I don't think that's a good thing. It's starting to sound like a not good thing. So far, I'm liking this one better. Okay. Look at the hats again. It's a very good thing. Okay, excellent. There we go. I didn't know how to feel, but now I know to feel happy. Right, it kind of like curves like that. This hat. Kind of like does this sort of thing. Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, this is looking better. I think we're going to stick with this one. The other one was just not having it. All right, now let's do some of this body before I get carried away again with the face. This angle can be a tiny bit tricky. I think he's like leaning his head a little too much here. There we go. Also, I just got a commission for a xenomorph and a washing machine. Are they paying good for that? That's a very specific request, but hey, you know, commission's a commission. Oh, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Let's get you up there, Hole. I'll put it right here next to you. 10. Thank you, Hole. Yeah, so this angle, for whatever reason, I keep like tilting my tablet. All right. This angle, for whatever reason, something about the shoulders always makes it a little tricky for me to get right. It's always a little bit of a struggle because it's such a weird angle for like shoulders and arms for me, for whatever reason, that it can be a little tricky to get right at first. And even when I do it, it never really feels right. You know what I'm saying? Well, we're going to do our best. We're going to see if we could do it. Xenomorph in a washing machine. Listen, man, there's some wild people out there. Wild people that got money to pay for it, you know? Not sure how to do that with Pixel Sprite, but like I need 600 just for bills this month. I feel you, Rocker. Are they paying you that much for that? Because if so, Rocker, you know what I'm saying? Get your money. Panda, did you sneak in here and do another blink, you naughty? How dare. Sneaky little sneak. And then there's like this part where it's like the shoulder blades and all. It's all so confusing to me for whatever reason. Even with girls, I have such a hard time with this particular angle. Actually, maybe this would be more relaxed. We haven't gotten to the price yet, but heck beats trying to do only feet again. I mean, yeah, you know? I've drawn some weird stuff. I don't think I've ever drawn anything that weird, but I've definitely had some commissions that raised my eyebrows, you know? But listen, I ain't judging. They're willing to pay me, I'll do it, you know? Well, obviously I won't do anything, but like, you know. Something like that. I'll do that for you. Listen, everybody's got their thing, and if that's it, God bless them. I'm enforcing the law now. No blinking. Boop, get them. Get Panda. They're being naughty. Get them. I draw crazy stuff for people that ask me to. I won't lie. Crazy? I think it depends on what you mean by crazy. But listen, we all got to make a living, and nowadays it's real hard. All right. So do what you got to do. You know what I mean? We know except. Uh-oh. We mean that kind of crazy, huh? Never done that kind of crazy. I'm a little too much of a good doodler to do that. But listen, you know what I mean? Make your money, make your living. I'm not judging. I definitely like this one better, though. I'm just going to erase the other one. Yeah, this one over here, this is just not looking right at all. Let me get that out of here. This one looks way better. Plus the other one was looking like super stiff and it just, I don't know, it didn't feel right. I have rehydrated. Now I can doodle again. Alright, let me see that reference. Alright. We got this kind of vest thing going on here. Okay. Oh, it kind of like goes like that. Alright. There we go. And then we have kind of a regular old shirt there. Okay. Way too big. Way too big. Okay, that should do it, I think. Alright, let me get this abomination out of here. Get out. Shame. For shame. Much better. Sometimes you just gotta abandon ship, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's just not working. Try not to get too attached to it, you know what I mean? Because then you could just get stuck in a doodle loop and it'll never look right and you're just having a bad time. I know that can be hard at one point because you already put in a lot of effort, but you gotta cut your losses sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes a doodle's just not meant to be. And it is tragic, but it does happen, you know? Crazy O's Crazy wants to put all that. What is that from again? Is that a Resident Evil thing? I used to know what it was from. I hadn't played the game that it was from, but I think it was was it a Resident Evil thing? I think. How do I talk to girls, specifically holes? She is scary. Listen, how do you talk to girls? I would just say you just talk to them like they're like they're way cooler than you. That usually works pretty good. You know what I mean? Just treat them like they're the coolest person you ever met. Because they probably are. Because they're a girl. Girls rule and boys are cool too. But girls are cool. By default, all girls are cool. That's why I'm so cool. I'm cooler than you. Yes. Artists are like heroes and villains. You can go past the good or the evil. Yeah. I mean, you know, whatever path allows you to eat food is really the right path, in my opinion, because it's hard being an artist out there. Let me just tell you, as someone who got an art degree thinking everything would work out, it didn't. So do what you gotta do to pay the bills. You know what I mean? Morals are nice until, you know, at least in terms of what you choose to draw. You know, obviously there are standards you don't cross, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, I wouldn't do that until like rent's due and you're like 5 months behind and you can't get a job. Then it's kind of like, actually, you know, maybe that's not so bad. That's why I ain't judging nobody, you know what I mean? I ain't judging. Gary McMaster. I think it's an old verbal meme. Is it just a meme? Oh, it's just a meme. I don't know why I was thinking it was like from Resident Evil game or something like that. Okay. I know when it first came out, I was too much of a loser to even know what it was. So I found out about it later. I know I said I'm cool, but I lied. I'm actually not cool. I was lame. I was super lame. Everybody thought I was lame. They called me lame. And I said, no, I'm cool. And they're like, no, you're lame. Stop talking to me. And then I cried. And then I said, what's the meme? And they're like, we're not telling you because you're lame. And I was like, okay. That was it. That's my story. What do you guys think? You're judging Panda? How rude. Some people gotta do what they gotta do, you know what I mean? Luckily, I found a D&D market, so I didn't have to, cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit of a prude, you know what I mean? So, as innocent and, you know, PG as I am, that's kind of how I am in real life, if I'm honest, you know what I mean? So, never went that direction with it, but I certainly don't judge people who do it, you know what I mean? I found the D&D market, and that worked out for me. Language. Did I curse? Did I say a bad word? The most bad A artist out there. You're gold darn flippin' flopping right there, Boop. Tell them all. Tell TikTok that. So it'll be nice to me again. It'll notify my doodlers again when I go live. TikTok doesn't think so. So if you just tell them that, we might have a chance. You know what I mean? All right. Okay, so I see there's like the waist thing there, but what is going on beneath that? Does the shirt just like end or like? Is it just kind of like that sort of thing? I'm gonna go with that for now. I assume that's what's gonna happen. You don't believe your story, no one would call you lame. It's true! No, people were usually pretty nice to me growing up. I did have one chick that would make fun of my voice a lot. But honestly, it never really hurt my feelings. I thought it was ridiculous. Like, I know I have a maybe I don't even think my voice is that distinct, honestly. It's pretty average. I mean, maybe it's a little on the higher pitch side, but like like and like everybody else, like even people that were my friends, they were like, "Why is she making fun of your voice?" So like it never really bothered me, but that did happen. And you know what? She was right. My voice is foolish. Okay, alright. He's got sleeves. Alright. Sleeves. Yeah, and this pose and all fits the vibe you were describing a little better too. With the, that like that was kind of looking like a knight. You know what I mean? With their like sword in the ground. This I think suits what you had in mind a little bit better with the hardworking guy and everything. I'm glad. See, it worked out. We just had to abandon ship and try again. Mochi, what's up, Mochi? You made it. Your voice is innocent. Is it? That's good, I suppose. Better than your voice sounds evil. So your voice is quite palatable. That is good news because you guys are forced to listen to it for hours, so that's good news. I can see someone finding it annoying though, if I'm honest. It is a bit higher pitched and I get excited, so I could see how it could be a little grating sometimes, but I'm glad you guys don't think so. So but I would get it. I would get it. Monster we make. I stuttered a little. Oh, you using voice to text? I could never get myself to like get used to doing that. In theory, it's awesome and it sounds really useful, but I don't know. I can never get myself to use that. Your voice sounds like a voice to me. I think so too, Panda. I gotta be honest. I think my voice is very voice sounding. Drawable. That's an interesting descriptor. I gotta say, dude. I love in TikToks when people are like, there was that one guy. Oh, I wish I could remember his name, but it was so funny. It was like a joke going around where it was like the guy's video. He was like, everyone needs to stop saying I look easy to draw. I am not easy to draw. And then people would just keep drawing his face. And something about, like, I guess it was meant to be an insult, like, you look easy to draw. Something about that just made me scream laugh. And every time I would see a new video of, like, someone drawing his face, it was just cracking me up so much. And you kind of know what they mean by that, too, which makes it even funnier. You know what I'm talking about? Did any of you guys see that one? I love that video. That guy was great. Stop saying I look easy to draw. It's so good. I love really silly stuff like that. It's my favorite thing ever. I struggle with typing. My dyslexia mixes up my typing a lot. So, Hole, I've never been diagnosed, but I'm pretty sure I'm a little dyslexic too. That's another reason why I think I failed every spelling test ever, and my grammar has always been abysmal. And I noticed my job recently, I had to do a lot of math, and I have a bad habit of switching the numbers, which is really, really, really bad when I am doing math calculations that are really important to get right. Let me tell you. There have been times where I've read out a number like over and over and over again, and then somebody and they're like, well, I'm doing the number right. Why isn't this working? It was like for a code or something. And then I sent them a screenshot and they were like, you flipped two of the numbers. And I read it the wrong way every single time. I never knew that I was like that until I had a job where I had to do it. You know what I mean? But that might have also helped explain why I was so bad at math growing up. So I think I had that, and I think I had ADD, and for whatever reason, nobody ever like thought to like get me diagnosed with any of these things or treat me for any of these things, and I'm kind of salty about it, honestly, because I always thought I was just really dumb my whole life. You know what I mean? Like couldn't pay attention, couldn't do none of that, couldn't spell, couldn't do grammar, and everybody was like, "I guess she's just dumb." But I think it was just these things, and I could have gotten some help for it, but nobody cared. They were just like, "Ah, she's dumb." Like I managed to barely pass all my classes, and I guess that's all that mattered. You know what I mean? I was like a C student. What are you gonna do? You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? I use those disorders to power my doodle strength. You know what I mean? Talking crazy. Boop, you acting up. What you acting up for? That sounds like that one blonde guy. I think he was blonde. I don't remember. You drew him, Panda? There you go. Was he easy to draw? Like he doesn't have a well-defined face exactly. Something about it is so funny. Oh my god. I wish that was still going. I know it was a while ago, but what's up, Fabian? We're still working on this doodle. I started it and I hated it and I restarted it. Now I'm liking it. I don't see where they were talking crazy, but Listen, listen, Boop. Listen here, alright? Listen here, Sonny. I don't know what you said, but listen here. Soup Dude! Oh, Lord, no thank you, Soup Dude. Alright, let's see. What else do we need to do here? He's got the patchwork. It looks like there's kind of like fur on the edges. A little bit of fur going on here. You make sure he looks tired. And we got the defined nose this time. All right, you know, drawing a face straight on like I did with this one used to be a lot easier for me, but now honestly, like the 3/4, I think that's why I always do like the 3/4 angle thing, because I do find it a lot easier now. But I remember it being so much harder back in the day. That's why I typically do it for doodle requests, because I know I can do it quickly without it taking forever. That's why the poses are never like super incredibly dynamic. You know what I mean? They're relatively simple on here. Because if I can do them more dynamic, but it'll take a lot longer and then I'll never get any doodles done. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with the classic standing pose. You know what I mean? It's classic for a reason. All right, and just kind of classic pants. Okay. That don't look right. He looks a little too like old or something. Like that's not what I'm going for here. I think I need to, I know what I need to do. Get these legs out of here. We're gonna do a more solid stance. And I think his head needs to stop leaning so much. There we go. Now he doesn't look like an old man as much. He had the old man posture going on there. And that eye is way crazy right there. Way crazy. I might just cheat and just do the thing where it's like, you know what I mean? Like an anime where they just only draw one eye. Because today isn't my day, so I might have to do that. Boop, you better not. You better not snatch up nobody. I got my eye on you, Boop. Interesting fact. Dysgraphia and dyslexia. I don't know what the first word is. What does that mean, Gary? Dysgraphia? Strongly linked to dyslexia. I don't think I've ever even heard of that. What's that? Odell Rocker's done lost the plot too. Boop, did you make Cole's knees hurt? Absolutely not. Apologize. Can't even take care of myself properly. Why would I want other people? Listen, Boop, I can't explain why you're being naughty, alright? That's on you to understand. Alright. So, it'd be kind of like... legs sometimes can be a little tricky. Got the torso looking nice, and then the legs is just not wanting to cooperate. And I think I do actually want to... oh, what just happened? To do this a little bit. Yeah. Come on, legs. We made so much progress with this drawing. Don't do me wrong now. Okay, we might be able to work with that. Maybe. Ugh, maybe not. Why does my tablet keep moving on me? I can't lose what I don't has. That's fair. Dysgraphia is a condition that affects writing and fine motor control, like writing or drawing. I'm not sure how it looks with drawing, but with writing, the outcome would be similar to writing with your non-dominant hand, just all the time. Oof. Oh, goodness. I mean, I know my handwriting is horrific and bad, but I don't think it's quite to the level. I assume it just kind of feels like you're having a hard time controlling it. Interesting. I never heard of that before. Yeah, I've never been diagnosed with dyslexia, so I might not even have that, but I think I do. You know, I was trying to get diagnosed with ADD recently to get treatment for it. You know that it caught it with health insurance, by the way. Decent health insurance, like not the best, but like it's supposed to cover stuff like that. I'd have to pay $2,000 just to get a diagnosis of ADD. Like one of the most common basic mental things. Just to get a doctor being like, yep, you have it, so that I can get treated in the future. $2,000. And it's not like they're doing extensive tests, like scanning my brain, or you just talking to a doctor for a while. And then like do like a little like test thing. Why would that cost $2,000? Oh, y'all, I'm trying not to go on a tangent about healthcare and stuff like that, but just know I have a lot of opinions, all right? And you can guess what they are. Cookie with brownie on the inside? Goodness gracious, Hole. And you didn't save me any of it? Well, you're ambidextrous? I'm jealous. That'd be awesome. Being able to draw with either hand? How dope would that be? I am very much not. If I try to draw with my left hand, I might try that one day, just to see what happens with you guys. I'll try my best to do a half decent doodle with my left hand. We're not gonna have time to do another doodle today, unfortunately, but if we have time after I finish this, I might try to do a quick little doodle with my left hand just to see how it turns out. We should all do that. You should all try to do a drawing with your non-dominant hand and see what happens. I haven't tried that in like since I was young, so I'm curious how it'll turn out. It's so weird. Like you can use your dominant hand so effortlessly, but when you try the other one, it's like you don't you realize how little you use that hand because it's like it's hard to control properly. It's really weird. It's interesting that we like pick a side that we like and we can't use the other side after. Like it's so interesting how that works. I wonder why. Because we can use both hands very easily and efficiently, but when it comes to doing little specific details like drawing or writing, our one hand is just like, absolutely not. I can't do this. I was never meant to do this. Stop using it. Use the other one. I don't know. I find that interesting. It's weird. You ever just think about something and you're like, that's weird? I do that all the time. This angle for the foot. I don't know why I do it to myself, but it's so hard for me to get right. It's like this weird, like 3/4 angle of the foot, and it, ugh. I do it all the time because it looks nice in a pose, but I can never draw it to save my life. It's so hard to get right. Oof. I think it might not be so bad if you draw from the shoulder. Draw from the shoulder. Interesting. I'm trying to think how you would do that. I guess like you wouldn't be using your wrist. You'd just kind of be going like this a lot. Interesting. I guess that could work. See, like what's happening with this foot? I don't understand it. I hate feet. They never cooperate. I can only do feet from the side. It's the only angle that makes sense in my brain. Look at that. What's happening here? What is this? That's not a foot. That's a nub. Look at that foot. That's not right. Oh, darn it. Look like a foot. Dang it. All right. Hold on. We got this. Oh, Lord. Today was not my doodle day, all right? Luckily, it's slow on Tuesdays, so a lot of people didn't see it, but today has not been my day. Oh, Mochi. I would rather unalive, oh Lord. Drawing something I can work on 2 different parts of it at once. Is that also ambidextrous? I feel like that's just being a superhuman. I have ADHD, dyslexia, autism, and OCD. You got all the what's it called? Like all the flavors, dude. That means you're extra exciting. You know what I mean? I think I just have ADD or I guess when I talked to the lady, she said we don't call it ADD, we call it ADHD, attentive and inattentive, or maybe it was just inattentive and hyperactive. That's what it was. I have the inattentive one. And then I think I probably have a mild type of dyslexia. Very mild because again, like I wasn't diagnosed with it because it wasn't like obvious until like now and I'm like, "Oh, that might actually be that." But I think that's all I got. Nothing too interesting. Definitely don't have OCD. I'm way too messy and just a mess for that. But I've had a lot of OCD friends and I love them dearly. But man, were they fun to mess with sometimes. One of my OCD friends would come over and start cleaning my kitchen because she just felt the need to. And like, we'd sit on a train together, and the train had like those curtains that kind of look like that, or they're like angular, you know what I mean? And she would like make a point to like organize them and put them all nice together. And I just like, just to be a little naughty, I just like flip part of it to make it all uneven, and she would just get so like it didn't actually upset her, but it was just so funny. It's she was so much fun to mess with. Obviously, she was a good sport about it. I wasn't like bullying her or anything, but oh, it was a lot of fun. Some of my best friends were rather OCD, and I'm very much not. Oh, this foot. Oh. Athena, are you sure you didn't want your character to have a nub foot? Because if so, I got you. I tried something new and it turned out amazingly. What'd you try, Alistair? For a doodle? My OCD gets really bad when I take my ADHD med. Yeah, I imagine that's hard to treat those because there's so many different ones together. I imagine a lot can kind of interact with each other in ways that make it difficult to treat. What kind of pizza was it, Fluttershy? Was it pepperoni, thin crust pepperoni? Because if not, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna protest. That's the only acceptable pizza. Oh, so, okay. What is that? Music on stage. I get that's what it says, but what is it though? Oh, what is that? It's like it looks like this. It's like and then it looks like the bottom of like a microphone or something down here. I assume it has something to do with music, but what is it? What is that even supposed to be? It's got like a heart right here. I don't. Thank you, Hole. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. All right, we gotta put this. We gotta put this name. Put respect on that name. That whole name. Actually, I'm gonna leave it over here and write your name again. All right, times 5. Hole. Thank you, Hole. We're gonna figure out what that symbol is one of these days. Oh, the nub foot. Throw it in the slideshow today. No, I wouldn't be able to do it in time, unfortunately. But we'll see it tomorrow. I tried line coloring while working on an eye. Ooh, there you go, Alistair. That does sound cool. Pepperoni, see? You and me were in sync, Fluttershy. That's what I'm talking about. You got good taste. You're a thick crust person, Hole. Outrageous. Ridiculous. Do you at least get stuffed crust, like with cheese? Because I had a friend earlier say that they don't like stuffed crust with cheese. They just like regular crust, and we were about to fight. We were about to throw down. Times Fair, what's up? How you doing today? You gonna doodle with us? I'm trying desperately to do this foot, but it just keeps turning out like a nub, and I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. We gotta do doodle time soon, and I can't figure out what to do. Flower light bulb on a mic. That's what I'm getting at, but I don't understand it. Cat Cafe, what's up? Did you have the same name, Cat Cafe? I think so, but remind me, do me a favor. Just regular pizza? That's fair enough. Did you order it from Domino's or Pizza Hut? Or is it a frozen pizza? What kind of place? DiGiorno? It was the Grammy girl. Okay, I remember now. How you doing? How you been? Did you have pepperoni pizza? Just Jack's Pizza? What's Jack's Pizza? I never heard of Jack's Pizza. All right, hold on. I gotta look at a foot in a boot or something because it's just not happening. And we gotta finish this doodle. Okay, try this again. We can do it. We can do it. You guys believe in me, right? I could draw this foot. I've drawn feet before. I could do it, I swear. Trying to find a boot at this angle. Because my brain forgot what boots look like at this angle. But I can never find a reference of the angle I need. Why, oh why? Okay, this one's close. Close enough. Applause! Alright, Hole. I see what you did there. You just wanted to make me draw hands again. I see what you're doing. Yeah, we'll take that. It looks perfect. No problem at all. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Another hand. Ooh, Hole. Hole's picking on me with these hands. With these hands. What are they called again on here? These hand gifts. I know what you're doing to me, Hole. Guess I do need the practice, so. I mean, clearly, what is this? That's not a hand. I don't know what that is, but it's not a hand. Thank you all. I appreciate it. Doing all right, and my pizza was cheese with some pepperonis, with some peppers. I see. Okay. That was so tasty. There we go. I might make some pizza after this. I gotta be honest, you guys know those, it's like Totino's or something. It's like the really, really cheap frozen pizzas that are in the shape of a square. I'm not gonna lie, they're like $1 for like a big-ish little square pizza, and oh my god, they're so good. Like, I think I prefer them to like ordered pizza, honestly. Like, they're so flipping good, and they're like $1. Sometimes the cheaper the food, like I have a real like a palate for really cheap food. I don't know why. My boyfriend had me try Spam for the first time, and y'all, I get it, but like it was delicious. Like, I loved it. And I was upset I had never tried it before. And it's Spam. Like, I know it's not good, but I really liked it. Like, I don't know why. I just really like sometimes the cheaper the food is, the more I like it. I don't know why. What's up, Master? You're a Purple Land. How's it feel? Does Clip Studio Paint have that reference pose thing? So it does, yeah. I don't have any with like clothing, but yeah. I mean, at least the version I have does. I think they're like some of the cheaper versions might not have it. I'm not sure, but mine does have it. If I try to do it right now, it'll take like 5 minutes to load. But yeah, my version does. I honestly don't use them like almost ever, just because the poses and all are a little too stiff for me. If I try to use them as a reference, they feel very stiff. But they can be very helpful if you need some help with like a pose. I think maybe like once or twice I've used it as like a hand reference. But most of the time I don't use it. But yeah, there are some versions that have it for sure, and it can definitely be helpful for people. The main thing that I really like about it is they have like interior rooms, like a 3D model of like a bedroom or something. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need. I cannot draw architecture to save my life, and them giving me, and again, you know, I'm never gonna need that exact bedroom, so it's not incredibly useful. But like even just like using the four corners of the walls, like something like that, because 3-point perspective, God help me, I could never figure that stuff out. See, I'm looking at the reference and I'm drawing it, and it still doesn't look right. Help. Somebody draw this for me. I can't do it today. Okay, let me see. What can I find here? Alright, let me try this one instead. It doesn't look right. I'm just gonna crop it. No, I won't do that, but good lord, this is not happening today. I'm gonna do my best, and then tomorrow when I come back, I'll take another look at it. And if because some days it's just not your day. I'll come back tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best tonight. Finish it. Actually, I might not even have time. Hopefully, we'll have time to. It shouldn't take too long to do like the grays and all, right? Like all of that. I think, however, the boots are too high, which isn't helping things. See, that don't look right either. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. Help me, Jesus. Yikes. Okay. I like how this half looks. And then the legs, I just can't do them. All right, Cat Cafe, you have a good one. Thanks for joining. Totino's, I'd microwave them, then fold. See, aren't they good, Alistair? They're freaking delicious, dude. Wait, I think I'm an old woman in a teen's body. Wait, what? I have bad eyes and bad hearing, bad memories, but bad knees and back, can't sleep anywhere. That does, that's definitely something I've noticed. The older I get, the more painful everything is and the harder it is to sleep. So that might be the case. You might be an old lady, That's okay to be an old lady on the inside, Ugh. All right. You know what? You know what? You know what? We're going to do it again. We're going to abort and try again one more time. All right? Athena, I swear to God, I'm going to do this drawing for you, okay? I'm glad this happened on a Tuesday when it's pretty slow. You guys won't tell anybody that I can't draw today, right? You guys will keep my secret. Some days you just can't draw, right? It'll be our secret. Alright, I do think that looks better. So we're gonna go with that. Okay? We're gonna go with that. Is that my Nino? Hi, honey. How's my Nino? My Nino Nubs has arrived to say hi. If you're on Purple app or a Red app, you'll probably be able to hear her pretty good when she meows. I don't know if the phone will pick it up for TikTok, but I know my mic is really good and it picks up a lot of sound. So if you hear a cat go, Mah, it's probably Nino. Nino? She's not gonna say a peep today. Okay, alright. This does look better, I think, anyway. Maybe like something about doing the like poof down here where it's like supposed to be tucked into the pants. It just doesn't look right. So I'm gonna not do that. See if that helps. We're just gonna have them tightly tucked in and do the actual boot part. All right, I think this is the best I can do today, y'all. So we're gonna have to commit to this. And like I said, when I come back tomorrow, I'll quickly fix it if it needs to be fixed. And hopefully I'll remember how to draw tomorrow. Rose, thank you for the follow. At this point, I would have given him a peg leg. I would love to, but you know, Athena did not request one, so I cannot do it. It must be true to character. But if it was my character I was making, yeah, they'd have a peg leg. For sure. Just so I wouldn't have to draw. It's but it's to the point where it's at least mildly acceptable now. Still not exactly pleased with it, but they do look like legs, so I'll take what I can get at the moment. That's too dang bad. Are you quoting Holes, the where the grandpa is like, that's too dang bad? I'm not gonna lie, I quote that all the time too. It's a good quote. Oh, I'm not done quite yet, Athena. Just for the legs, we're gonna just kind of stick with this for now, and then like I said, tomorrow when I come back, I'll adjust it if necessary. But we're gonna do a little bit more with this. Actually, it's almost at a time. Okay, we got 8 more minutes to do more for this. All right, don't worry. We got time to finish this whole drawing. Athena, I'm sorry I forgot how to draw today. I'll finish it tomorrow. I started this stream like, we should be able to get 2 doodles done today. I couldn't even get 1 doodle done today. Shameful. Honestly, I'm lucky that I don't have more bad drawing days on stream with you guys because I get them all the time, but luckily I haven't gotten too many when I'm streaming to you guys because I thought I would have a lot more of these where you just sometimes you're drawing and it's just you just can't draw that day. You know what I'm talking about? Like it's just not your day and you have to just kind of come back tomorrow and hope you remember how to draw. Happens to me all the time, but not as much as I was afraid it would when I first started streaming, thankfully. But every once in a while, we still gotta get them, you know what I mean? It's unavoidable. Oof, that doesn't look good either, yikes. Does it? I don't even know anymore. I don't even trust myself anymore. The top half looks okay, at least. We'll probably give him his other eye tomorrow, too. Are you gonna be here tomorrow, Athena? Do you know? Okay, and this is gonna be a shovel. All right, cool. Yeah, if you're here tomorrow, we can finish it up first thing. Finally got my price. What price? What they gonna pay you for that? Is it good? Is it worth it? If they're paying good, can you tell them about me? Because Mama needs some commissions over here. Life's very expensive right now. No, don't actually do that. They're your customer. But if they have a friend, that needs a character commission, hit me up, Going to a Weird Al concert. I've been to a Weird Al concert, but I didn't go to go. I actually worked at the theme park that he went to. So I got to see it from very far away while I was I was selling those little light up toys and stuff they have at concerts. $60 straight frame. So I haven't done a lot of commissions with multiple frames. Is that a good price? It sounds good, but I don't know the norm for that kind of thing. Is that along the lines of what you charge? Or would like to charge? You know what I'm saying? do a little bit more before we do doodle time. I'm probably going to fix that hand too. That doesn't... Actually, I think it might just be too small. Let me see. Okay, it definitely was too small. I'm not sure if I like that still, but we'll see. Trying to see if there's anything else that I need to do for the base body right here. Do you, Athena, do you want the shovel to look just like the reference picture shovel, or did you want it more shovel, like classic shovel? What did you have in mind for the shovel? Because I was imagining like a regular shovel, but you probably want more of like a weapony looking shovel, huh? It's on the low end, but it's a disabled vet. I'm a TikTok. Oh, there we go. That's nice. There you go. Get your money, Rocket. Supporting them friends and them vets. Dev the Artist. What's up, Dev the Artist? Is chat quiet today? Yeah, it's usually a little quieter on Tuesdays, you know. But that's okay. We're almost done. How you doing today? You came just in time for doodle time. Panda's always in here blinking, though. That's always a guarantee, Panda. Okay, how are you doing? Okay, I forgot how to draw today, unfortunately, so I only got this doodle done today, and I'm ashamed. Some days you just forget how to draw, you know? And this is just one of those days, and you guys get to be here for it, you know? See, this is why I can't do the thing where I've seen TikToks where people are like, I'm happier because I stopped doing line art and just started cleaning up my sketches. But my sketches are so unbelievably messy. It can be so frustrating cleaning it up. Because, like, I'm just spending, like, an hour just erasing and, like, redoing the lines over and over again to make them look even halfway neat. That I don't think I could do it that way. You know what I mean? I guess I used to kind of do it that way back when I didn't do commissions and stuff like that. But I just feel like the way my sketches are, it just wouldn't make sense for me to not do line art on top. You know what I mean? Just do nice clean lines on top because it's just so messy and it's really hard for me to clean up to where it actually looks good. You know what I mean? You guys do that? Do you just clean up your lines or do you do actual line art? My line art is clean. When I sketch, it gets rough. You know, I used to never do line art. I used to hate doing line art because I always like as messy as my art is, and I'm complaining about it. I do kind of like the messy style. So most of my art, like I wouldn't even get to the point where I would do like clean lines and stuff like that because I never really cared about making it clean. Like most of my art would just stay like this. You know what I mean? It wasn't until I started doing like commission work and stuff that I wanted to put more into it to where I started doing like more clean lines and stuff like that. And my lines aren't the cleanest, but they are cleaner than, you know, I would expect from myself given how messy I am with everything else in my life. So, but I think that's just a lot of practice, especially when it comes to coloring. For me, cleaning up the lines, it makes the coloring process so much easier for me. So you don't have to like do it as if it's like, you know, you can like paint bucket fill a lot of it, so you don't have to like fill it all in by hand. You know what I'm talking about? But some people like doing that, and some people that works for them. You know what I mean? I'm a traditional artist. Ooh, there you go. I used to be all traditional, but once I started using Clip Studio, I couldn't go back. It's just too convenient to be able to like rotate and like flip the drawing. I can't live without flipping now because it drives me crazy. Being able like I always make the heads too big, so being able to just like do this and like shrink it, it's just actually maybe it does look better with the head a little smaller. What do we think? Nah, no. But yeah, doing stuff like that, like I can't go back at this point. But it's definitely really awkward. It was super awkward and frustrating when I first started drawing on the computer. For a long time, I would do the drawing on paper and then take like scan it and then do all the coloring and stuff on the computer. Because it just felt so weird like doing the actual drawing part on the computer. I was so used to having the physical paper in front of me. But now I can't go back. I can't do it. Can't do it. I need to be able to transform an object or I freak out, dude. But traditional has a really nice aesthetic to it that you can't really get digitally too, you know what I mean? Is it just me or does the drawing look better flipped? So that's the thing. That's why I always flip it because it always looks different when you flip it. You know what I mean? And the main reason I flip it is it helps me see if there's anatomical issues that I didn't notice. A lot of the times I'll notice something looks off, but I can't figure out what it is until I flip it. And then I'm like, oh, okay, the head's too big, or oh, this arm is too weirdly shaped. You know what I mean? I'm not sure why, but for whatever reason, flipping allows me to see things that needs to be fixed. Most of the time my drawings look like this before I flip it. Like they're like that. I don't know why, but they are always leaning like that. And I won't notice until I flip it. Like honestly, that looks kind of right to me. But then if you flip it, you're like, "Oh, it's leaning." So that's one of the main things I do it for. It just kind of helps me see it better. I used to do it the hard way. I used to flip the canvas instead of there's a little flip button. But alright, doodlers, that's going to be it for doodles today. We're going to do some doodle time real quick here, and then we're going to call it a doodle day. Alright, let's do it. You guys ready for doodle time? I know that's what y'all been waiting for, baby. Let's do it. Let's do that there doodle time. So we go pull this bad boy up like so. There we go. Pull that up. This is the right one, right? Let me make sure. Yeah, this is it. Alright. Let me pull this up. First of all, we're going to do it. Oh, nope. Got to be able to see the chat. So we're going to put this one over here. And we're going to put this one. Dang it. Okay, first of all. Okay, we can do this. Alright. We're going to put that one over here. And then we're going to put this one over here. I don't know how people stream without multiple monitors. I have like 4, and it's still a struggle for me to put things where I need them to be. Alright. And then we're gonna do this for purple app and red app, my doodlers over there. And then for my TikTok doodlers, We're going up here, baby. All right, it's finally time. It's doodle time, baby. Let's see what we got today. You guys ready? Let's see. Let's see what we got. Boom, boom. Let's do it. Got a couple doodles today, so buckle up. We about to feast. Thanks for joining, Fluttershy. Manic, we got a doodle for Manic today. This is themself, I believe, right, Manic? This is you? And your friend? Is that your boyfriend? I see you, Manic. Thank you for sharing, Panic. I mean, Panic. I said Panic. Manic. Thank you for sharing, Manic. And then we got Fish. I don't know if Fish is in here right now, but we got some gorgeous art from Fish today. Look at that. See, that looks more like they used the sketch and did color with that, which again, I really do like the way that looks. Just my sketches, it just wouldn't work with mine. We got, ooh, okay, all right. That's a very unique style. I really like that style. It's got like an anime edge to it, but it's still very unique on its own. College, what to the, one to, oh, I can't read that. You guys, if there's ever like words and stuff on it and you can't read it on here because my phone really doesn't do it justice, you can always go in the Discord and see the actual drawings in there if you wanted to read all the good stuff. Could I ever submit my like to show like these? Of course you can. Yeah, you're more than welcome to. But we're probably gonna see. I know Sam posted some paintings, so yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Fish. Thank you for sharing. It just has to be appropriate to show on TikTok. That's really the only caveat with that. So yeah, if you posted some in the Discord today, we would see it tomorrow. Gummy Pop! That's your OC. That's the one I drew, right? Or is that a different one? I'm trying to think. Is it the same one? Thank you, Gummy. Thank you for sharing. All right, who we got next? Janaya! I know Janaya was in here earlier, but they might have left. We got some doodles from Janaya. Ooh, look at that one. That looks awesome. It kind of gave me a Gorillaz vibe, honestly. The band, that looks gorgeous. Girl, your proportions. Look at those legs. I really needed Janaya to draw my legs for me today. Meet the, ooh, that's fun. Maybe I should try one of those meet the artist things. Have you guys done those before? The meet the artist ones? Oh, we should all do one. That way we can all kind of get to know each other better. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, if you guys want to do a meet the artist thing, that would be really fun. I'd read them all. Look at that. That looks gorgeous with the colors, Janaya. Goodness gracious. It looks kind of like a painting, too. It's got a painting vibe to it, even though I think it's digital. Thank you, Janaya. Gorgeous as always. So, this was their Discord name. I don't know what that is, but this is their doodles. I couldn't even type it in, so I did a screenshot of their name. Is that one of you guys? Thank you for sharing, whoever you are, with this name. I have 2 current all graphite pieces. IDK which one to finish. There's a scribble 1 and scribble 2. My happy friend likes to scribble 1. They have a crush on my jaw. Oh, I mean, listen, there are some good looking drawings out there. You know what I'm saying? So this one we got Cam. Cam is a hatching pro. Look at that hatching. Gorgeous. Y'all know I'm a sucker for hatching. Look at that. Sketchy hatching is my favorite. It's 10 out of 10. Gorgeous. And Cam has their really, really unique style. Like, I can always tell it's Cam. It's based on what the drawing. Even if I didn't see Cam's name on it, I know it was their drawing because I could tell their style now. Which, again, is not easy to achieve a lot of the times. Thank you, Cam. I am too same, but when I do sketchy hatching, so I used to never do hatching. Master! Look at those. Those are so cute. I used to only ever do smudging until I took a class in college where I had to do a still life, but I had to use ink, so like a pen. Janaya, you just missed your doodles. Be sure to go and watch again after the stream, okay? You should be able to see it on YouTube after I'm done. You can see our reaction to your beautiful doodles. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I had to do a look at those. Okay, all right. Dang, that looks awesome. I had to do a still life with ink, so I couldn't smudge. I had to use like a ballpoint pen to do it. And that's when I started doing hatching, and I never went back. I love it. It's my favorite thing ever. This was in a video game, right? You did that one? That's awesome. Thank you, Master. Gorgeous, always gorgeous. Master always gives us a feast. Lost Puppy! Lost Puppy isn't in here today, but Lost Puppy's style is so cute. Tell me that isn't cute. Tell me that isn't adorable. Panda, you are. That's 50 more days in Doodle Jail. I hope you realize that. Let's go with 2. Do 2, Div. And then, oh, did I not write the name? I thought for sure I did. Hello? Why is there no name? Well, this is Sam. Sorry, Sam. I swear I put your name there. Maybe the drawing covered it, or the painting. But these are physical paintings, everybody. We got some classic artwork in here today. Sam, ooh, look at the. Are these the type that are like kind of? These are the type that like if you put them on the wall, it'd be perfect. You know what I mean? Like it's not too like crazy. Cause like if one of my drawings, for example, if you put on the wall, would look crazy. Something like this would be like perfect, like with the colors and the patterns and stuff like that. It's gorgeous for that kind of thing. Thank you, Sam. Keep up the painting. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I swear I wrote it, but I guess I think it might have like the painting might have covered it or something. But there we go. Thank you, doodlers. We did it. We did the doodle and we did the doodle time. All right, doodlers. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? You guys have a good one. Thanks for joining us. See you later. Goodbye. And all right, my Twitch and YouTube doodlers. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? You guys have a good one. See you later.